I've been cheating on him for 3 years with his best friend.
That's
We
crazy.
had 2 kids, 3 and 6 years old. And he could have walked away, should have walked away, could have. And when all this came out, and I hid it for 3 years in the church. When all of this came out, he looked at me and listened. A good therapist knows your feelings are valid and you can
Beta.
feel all of those things. He was mad. He was hurt. He was confused. He was disoriented. All those things were still true. None of that was underscored or not a part of his experience. But what was also a part of his experience, because he had been submitting and surrendering to the Lord so faithfully for so long,
This man crying?
was he literally looked at me, and all I expected him to do was exactly what every man had done in my life, my dad, all these other men, was to leave. And
That's
instead,
crazy.
he looked at me and he said, Casey, I don't know how to not love you. That is when Jesus became my Lord. That is when I got grace for the first time in my life. I realized that that is what Jesus had been saying to me all along. You don't understand, girl. You know, you can run from me, you can hide from me, you can be mad at me, you can do all these things, and the reality is, I don't know how to not love you.
This is a crazy, crazy video though, because he loves her. Not sure if it's the true love from God or is it just physical, emotional love. I don't know. But if you truly love someone, when it's pure love, you will definitely understand them. But in this case, she has been through trauma because every man that came into her life, and this starts from her dad, and her dad was never around in her family, you know, and her mom as well. Her mom doesn't know to pick the right man, so her mom traumatized her, imposed her will on her. She probably, and this is just me guessing, she probably have been around her mom and see different men come in and out of her mom's life, and children just grow up and do exactly what their parents does. So she's out there, although she has a husband with I forgot how many kids, but she has a good husband with kids, and yet it's not fulfilling her. You get it? Because no man, no kids, nothing external of yourself can fulfill you. So even though she have everything she ever wanted, she's still seeking for that hole that's in her heart that is missing. And it can only be filled by God when you seek after him. When you seek after him, you'll still have your family and kids, and you will still be at peace, not relying on them to fulfill you, because you're in the presence of God. But she chased after another man. This man probably talked nice to her, sweet her up, get her emotionally riled up, and the devil sent the guy to trick her, and she listened to the guy. And by listening to the guy, the thoughts that when she judged the guy and judged herself of how it makes her feel, she listened to the thoughts, and the thoughts give her feeling, because you cannot have feeling without the thoughts first, and the thoughts are from the deceiver. And she go into thoughts, feel good, yes, then you do the action. You don't know the action is leading you to destruction, because anyone that is emotional, anyone that has feelings, anyone that has anger, anyone that judges you, have all of these things. And anger comes from judgment, because you have to judge it first, and then you get angry about the situation, and then it gives you a feeling, and by getting the feeling, it leads you to do the action, right? And by doing that, she listened to the devil, and it led her to destruction. And the guy said he does not know how to love her. I don't know which one of the love, but it seems like it's a feeling type of love. So he says, I don't know how not to love you. And by doing that, she feels good that even though she cheated, He's staying. And that's when she said she find God. There's a lot to unpack there, but I can't because I'm missing information. So I don't want to put any input on that. But as a man of God, when God sends you a woman, he will send you to you perfectly. You wouldn't have to do anything because she's working on herself and you, the man, are working on yourself. So you're not relying on each other, but you're relying on God. And by him saying, I love you, and then she take that on to say, oh, I need to find God. She needs to do it for the right way and not because her husband is staying with her, right? And to be honest, when God send you a woman, none of this will happen. No cheating, no fighting, no bickering. Because she will know what's happening inside of her and she needs to work on it herself. The man can't help her. No therapist that they talk about in this video can help you. They're going to go there and say, oh, you need to communicate, you need to talk to each other, you need to tell each other you love you. And you keep going back and they take your money and it never works. 25 years later down the line, you're still seeing a therapist. Getting prescription maybe, I don't know, probably, most likely, yes, right? And then it could even be shorter and the relationship still fall apart because they can't help you. Don't take my word for it. I've seen it many times.
Ready?
But
Ready, Freddy?
if this was, I don't know, but if a woman cheat on you, a woman, God, when God sent a woman, she's not going to do any of those things to you. Bye. But let me know what you think of this video.